morning. It's weighing day. Let me just tell you, out here, it is hot and muggy already. I don't know what the day is going to bring. Rained all day yesterday. It was beautiful. I loved it. Oh, I've got a crow right here in front of me. I don't have nothing for you, buddy. Scooch along, scooch along. Normally they come out around here looking for food. I got another one up there in the other part of my yard. What do they think they eat? Maybe they finding worms. That's it. Duh. The rain drawn them up to the surface. Okay, I feel better now. I thought there was something dead out in there. But what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. But we'll say some stuff in a minute. I had to write my note because I forget all my numbers. Since I actually gave my weight, that's 3 numbers to remember. I ain't trying to do all that. So after getting my hind end in gear, I told you I was going to do it. I was going to stay on the plan, and I got on the plan, and I stayed on the plan, and that was even this week. I had a Labor Day birthday cookout for my husband. I had a hamburger, good old 80-20 grilled hamburger, the way it was intended to be, with homemade slaw and chili. I had half a hot dog, a regular old hot dog, not one of them 1-point hot dogs. I had a little bit of tater chips and some good old nanner pudding. Yes, I did. That was my splurge. We ate out because Saturdays is just our eat out day. Did we eat out? Hold on, that's my neighbor going by. Did we eat out? I'm sure we did, but I told him it had to be something decent. I don't remember. If I look back at my tracker, I know. But I cooked the rest of the week. I prepped. I had stuff ready for that. That makes all the difference in the world, being prepared. So, did I lose? Yes, I did. I lost 4.7 pounds. I was so happy. I was just so happy. It is nice when you know you've put the work in to see the reward. No, don't get caught up on the scale, but obviously we have to look at the scale. We don't know that we're losing weight. I mean, we know we're losing weight, but you know what I mean? If you have a goal weight, you have to look at the scale to know. Anyway, that was about dumb. Ignore that previous discussion. Anyway, that puts me at, 45.6 pounds. I just want to keep going. Listen, if I ever hit 50 pounds, I'm telling you right now, we're going to party. Connie was talking about my dance the other morning. If I hit 50 pounds, I'm liable to set that camera up over there and go back on the other side of the porch and dance all the way up to it. You just never know. I don't know if I'm ever going to hit 50. I have not hit it yet. In the whole 2 years, the highest I've got up was it was close to 50, maybe 48, I can't remember. It was the most I had lost before, gain it back and lose it back and all that. So, when I hit 50, I'll be so excited. That'll be a nice milestone. But anyway, that puts me at 331.5. That's a far cry from 377. I don't care who you are. So, I'm right happy about that. So, that's weigh-in. Now, yesterday also, I actually got it this morning. My tattoo artist, most of y'all already know that my niece unexpectedly died back in July. And so I'm getting a tattoo for her. Well, it is of her house and character that she built in the game Animal Crossing. Because that was big for her and the kids. Which they're all adults, but they're still kids because, and that was just something that represents her, that's personalized, something she designed. And so he sent me his first drawing of it. And I got that this morning. I'm going to tell you, I just sat there and cried. It cheered me up. So I go and do that September 21st. I'm going to see if he don't mind if I record some of it. Some of you have tattoos and you know how it works. And some of you don't. Some of you might be interested to know how a tattoo works. I wasn't really sure until I got my first one. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty darn cool. I don't know how they do it. I just don't know how they do it. It is a talent. It is a talent for sure. So, let me tell you about this new doctor. Well, I couldn't get, there's a doctor and there's a nurse practitioner. So I couldn't get into the doctor until October. And I told him, like, no, I got to see somebody before then. I take too much medicine, got too many things wrong with me. So they put me in with the NP, which it was still a 2-month wait, which was sooner than a 4-month wait. So anyway, I saw her, loved her. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't mind seeing her all the time. Even though I have seen the doctor when she was with the practice that I left. And so I like her too. Well, she wanted to check my vitamin D and my kidney function because they had already checked everything else. And she was thinking I took too much vitamin D, and turned out I did not take too much vitamin D. I was still low. So she put me right back on the same dosage of that. Well, my kidney function, here's the part. My kidney function got worse from 3 months ago. So I don't like that. I don't know. I got to figure out what I've done differently. I don't know anything that I have done differently. But because of that, there's 2 medicines that I'm still on that can contribute to that. One is for arthritis, and one is for this edema. And I take 2 pills for the edema, and I do not want to go back to that giant leg that is like dragging a elephant leg around. I don't want to go back there. It worries me and scares me at the thought of going backwards. Now it stays swollen. It has its standard. It has its natural swelling size. I don't want it to go back to, oh my gosh, no. The alternative is taking away my arthritis medicine. It's the last pain pill, and I don't even call it a pain pill. It's an inflammation pill. So it helps the inflammation to keep you from being as stiff, which this is what, as stiff as I am now, taking that away when that gets out of my system, I just don't know if I'm going to be walking like the Tin Man. I tell David already I walk like I'm made of 2x4s. That's how I walk around. If there was a video of me walking around this house, y'all would just be like, you look like the Dad Burn Tin Man. Listen, half the time I creak and carry on too. Well, the pharmacy, I did not have any refills left at the old doctor. So that was one of the ones that I needed from the new one. She said she didn't want to do it until she got my blood work back. Well, I got a text from my pharmacy yesterday saying your prescription was denied. I'm like, well, I didn't ask for it to begin with. I got a voicemail yesterday from the doctor herself. Not the nurse. No, the actual doctor. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And she is so sweet. She says she just didn't want to renew it because of the MP. You know, she had sent me a message, but I didn't get a notification. I even had a message about my kidney function or anything. She says, now I'm not trying to be mean. I just want to look out for your kidneys. I'm like, how sweet is that? A doctor telling me she don't want to be mean. So when they actually make the phone call themselves, I think you know you've picked the right doctor. That's unheard of. Even the doctor that I had for all those years, I never talked to her. I need to take those as, you know, when you smoke, you take a little puff in the middle of something. This is the same thing. Listen, I smoked for 22 years. I know what it is like to smoke. I quit in 2005, February of 2005. I had smoked for 22 years. There is not a day goes by practically, and I'm just telling you, I want a cigarette. Any of y'all ever quit and you still want a cigarette? I don't think I will ever get over that urge and desire to smoke, to have it in my hand. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I loved smoking. Some people be thinking, you crazy. Well, yeah, I am. But there was something about I loved smoking. I loved holding it and smoking it and flicking it, and I just loved it. And so even to this day, there are certain things I do after I eat. If I'm crafting, I think there should be a ashtray with a cigarette in it, because back when I used to do that, there was one burning. Now, I had a cigarette burning practically 24 hours a day. If I was not asleep, there was a cigarette burning. I smoked 2 packs a day. Can y'all believe that? 2 packs a day. The price of cigarettes today, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. You know, that's why my mama quit way back when she retired. That's many, many years ago. But she smoked. And when she retired, she quit simply because she knew she couldn't pay for it on her Social Security. So that's why she quit. I just quit because I needed to. So, listen, if I were to smoke just one, if somebody sit here right now, the first one I might get me a big old head rush and cough my lungs out, but that's all it would take. One and done. I'm all over it. I'd be right back to 2 packs a day before you know it. I have a very addictive personality, and that's why food is so hard to kick, because I've been addicted to just different things. You can be addicted to more than drugs. Addiction is I wouldn't call it personality trait. I ain't no professional. I have not done no research about addiction, so I ain't trying to go there. I'm just saying from personal experience. I have an alcoholic father, bad, and so I know I inherited that addiction gene just because my whole entire life there has been something, and I don't need to go into what every single something is, but it's been all around the the board, you know. So that's why food is so hard. Oh my gosh. I talked to Denise the other day, and we were talking about food. You know, it just tastes so good. If we didn't have taste buds, if all our taste buds did was say, this is bad, this is good, this is poison, this is safe, we would have no problems. We would just eat what we need to survive, like the animals out here. You know, they go around just hunting what they need. But no, we got these taste buds that register in our brain, oh, this is good, and that makes it hard. So, but I will say this, of course, that's coming, like my mama, many, many years ago, she had got sick, and she lost her sense of taste and smell, and I had told her one time, I'm like, because she was overweight until they fixed her thyroid medicine, and then she dropped off to nothing. My thyroid medicine, when he upped it, it has not made me drop off, but it has made me feel better. But I told her, I'm like, well, not tasting your food must be easier because then you don't eat the good stuff. She said, it makes it harder. She said, because I'm always searching for that sensation, that satisfaction. She said, and I don't get it. So I guess coming from a place where you did taste food and you do know what it tastes like, that would be harder. But if you started out without taste buds, I don't think it'd be hard. I don't think it'd be hard at all. Of course, we'll never know, will we? I don't know. I could be wrong. I think we eat with our eyes too. We see things like colors and things like that get me. Like if I'm in the Dollar Tree, ooh, and I see little colorful things, all them plastic colorful things, I want them all. Ain't got nowhere to put them. Same way if I go inside a grocery store, oh my gosh, the packaging gets me. I think, and my daughter is the same way, I think if the packaging looks nice and good and pretty, the food's going to be delicious. And you know you get burnt on that deal a lot. They know what they're doing. But speaking of my daughter, that was another thing I had this week. I had 2 Krispy Kreme donuts, pumpkin spice. It is that time of year. Well, they've got 4 different ones. So she brought me and Diddy. She calls him Diddy. I'll tell you in a minute. I cut it in half, so I ate my half of each one, and he was getting ready for work. And he ate his supper. I said, okay, that's your half of donuts. I said, you better do something with them. You better eat them, you better take them. I said, if you leave them here, they're gone. Because I don't have willpower around Krispy Kreme donuts. I just do not. I do not. Well, I'm sitting over there last night. I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I could still see the plate. It's like a raised plate, and I could look across the bar, and I could see the raise of that plate. I'm like, bet you he left them donuts. He left the donuts. I walked over and looked at them thing. I'm like, get behind me, Satan. Y'all, nah, no. I threw that plate. One of the donuts didn't hit the floor. I put that plate over his spot on the table. I'm gonna tell him, you better not do that again. If I tell you to get some of this out of this house, you better get out of this house. But I was proud. I ate my 2 yesterday. And I'm fine. I'm happy. I don't want to talk about my mindset because I jinx it. Y'all know I believe in jinxes, and I ain't trying to do all that. But David, we call him Diddy because one day when Holly was young, they was talking and carrying on about something. He said, "Yeah, Diddy, you know, like P Diddy, Puff Daddy." So he's Diddy. He's been Diddy ever since instead of Daddy. Anyway, I think I just rambled a bunch of malarkey today. I'm trying. They ain't much have been going on. Sat in my craft room all blasted day yesterday. I'm gonna tell you what, I cranked out some things yesterday. Yes, I did. One of these days, I'm gonna show y'all my before and afters on some of these things I've been picking up at the thrift store. So I had one yesterday that turned out so pretty. I just think it did. I don't think all my stuff is pretty, but I think that one was pretty. So, okay, I think that's all I know today. I'm going to get back into the air conditioner, and I will be back tomorrow. I got to go in there. Actually, I got to finish it. I got to make my meal plan. I'm going through my Gooseberry Patch book. I've already got 2 recipes so far. One I'm going to do for prep, and one I'm going to do for supper. And if I find any more, I'm going to have to save them for next week. I can't be cooking all that many videos this week. Okay, well, I hope y'all are having a good day. We'll have a good day, and I will see you on my next video. Hey dude, what you doing?
Grilling some burgers and hot dogs.
Are you grilling your own supper for your birthday?
I sure am.
Do you always
What
grill?
you call working for your dinner?
That's how we do it around here. You have to cook your own birthday dinner. If y'all could smell this, I'm going to tell you what. Y'all be coming over to my house.
Your wife.
Sure. Lisa wouldn't mind if I waited.
Are you taking a photo or a video?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Watching Criminal Minds.
In my house?
Yeah, apparently there's a marathon on, I think. Is that what you said?
Y'all know I don't like no Criminal Minds. What y'all over here for?
Diddy's birthday? Is that right?
Yeah.
That is correct.
/ Labor Day.
I mean, in Labor Day.
Nothing like putting children on the spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Us old people got to get our fun where we can find it. What are you doing in my house?
Get ready to eat.
What you gonna eat?
Everything. I'm hungry. I've had nothing to eat yet.
Oh well, then you're ready.
I just woke up a couple hours
Listen, do y'all want to see what we're gonna eat? Hold on. So we have the hot dogs and the hamburgers and the homemade chili. That is, I'm just gonna tell you, it's good. And then you gotta have your hot dogs and hamburger buns. And let's go over to the main event. This is how we do it around here. We got gook for David, which is lettuce and cucumbers and mayonnaise, because that's what he grew up with. He don't eat slaw. And then the rest of the cool people eat slaw. Then the cool people also eat Dukes, and David eats Hellman's. He is cool, but not when it comes to food. Bless his heart. And some chips, and then somebody might want some Thousand Island, I don't know. And some pickles. And you gotta have onions in this household. You got to have the onions chopped for the dogs and sliced for the burgers. And of course, the deviled egg. Hey Holly, open up that bowl right there. Now this is the Nana Pudding. Y'all heard me on my grocery haul. That is the Nana Pudding bowl. Pretty much for how many years, Holly?
Since I can remember.
As long as this is the truth, as long as she can remember, that has been the Nana Pudding bowl. It don't taste right if it's made in anything else, does it? Okay, well I think everybody's ready to eat, so I'm gonna quit standing here filming.
There was one all-you-can-eat at Christo's. Me and Michael went, and I want to say I ended up doing 35 wings. Because my goal was I'm going to consume as many wings as I can.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Dang.
And I regretted it. But it was worth it. So.
I don't know. I still
I won't put that in.
I don't care. It is what it is. The world has already seen me eat that much.
Hey Kyle, do you want to tell us your Zaxby story?
Go ahead and tell
No,
them.
there'd be way too many swear words. It would not be appropriate. I could describe
Use euphemisms. You can get it out.
I could.
You don't know euphemisms.
He don't know you.
That's true. No, I'm a very blunt person at times.
Let me just break it down for you. He had some bad wings at Zaxby's, and they haunted him the next day. There you go.
And borderline may have a lawsuit.
I mean, it was so bad at the point where, and you could ask her, I hate throwing things away. Like, if she doesn't like it, I'll just save it and I'll eat it. And I'm like, this
Well, I'm
is
the same
disgusting,
way.
but I'll eat it because I paid
I'm
money
the
for it.
same way. I'm like, well, I don't want it to go to waste.
Exactly. And I
Even though I don't really need it. That's the irony of it. It's like, well, I don't really want it to go to waste. I'm not using it. Why am I so concerned about it?
But I mean, those wings were so bad, we just threw them away.
Yeah.
We didn't even finish. I was like, I'm not eating the rest of it. I ate the other ones, which were like a milder version, which were fine the next day, even after I had the incident. But it was fine. I didn't have a problem with those.
So what you been doing, Holly? She's like, don't bring me into this.
Nothing.
Working, schooling,
Yeah.
playing video games.
And your face was just like,
You thought I'd never been
you were just like, man, I just got to down this entire bottle and that's it. That's the last thing I need.
I was sacking myself up so I could get it down.
Exactly. And that's when I realized it was sober. I was like, is he okay? And then it dawned on me you were. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, we had like body wash or shampoo that was supposed to be blueberry flavored. I remember my parents sent me to my room without dessert. I wanted some dessert, so I was like, I know where there's something sweet. So
You're like, I know where the hookup is.
to the bathroom, and so I just went in there. I was like, where's that blueberry stuff? I was like 43 years old. Oh man, that was the worst taste I ever had.
Ooh.
Yeah, that definitely do not eat body wash or shampoo. It is not the same flavor as they advertise on the bottle.
If you hadn't told me that, I swanny. I was headed to the bathroom.
What?
She's got some guava shampoo in there.
Oh, I also would like to point out that those beautiful pink locks that you see were courtesy of me.
Oh. Did you do the hair?
I did a large chunk of it, yes.
Because I can't see the back.
It took like an hour and a half.
To do her hair?
Yes.
Dang.
Because you have to brush every individual strand. That's why there's still some blonde, because it took a lot of time.
How there?
But I like looking blonde. I
good,
think
thank
it
you.
looks good.
Okay, now we have to sing. My fat finger hit the button. We have to sing before he eats.
Okay. Just gonna
He don't like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear David. Happy Happy birthday to you. Woo! Now take a bite.
Okay.